Good morning. Welcome to another vlog. Today is Saturday. I wanted to film a vlog of my day today to show you guys kind of how I enjoy my weekends here and there. So yeah, I am currently setting up to do my morning routine. I have already done the other basic things that I need to do this morning, you know, when you wake up and whatnot, but I wanted to do my morning routine. I have been trying to have a consistent morning schedule because I have been lacking on that. I have not been doing it very, very well, and my mental health has been definitely tanking, so I have been consistently doing it, and honestly I have seen some improvements. I am not as cranky in the morning because I have been spending my time and kind of taking care of myself in the morning. Usually I have one of these on my wrist to help the water to not flow down everywhere, but they are currently dirty and I need to wash them. I haven't done that, which is my plan for today, is to wash a lot of, you probably can't even hear me because I have this going on all over my face, but wash some of my self-care stuff because, you know, when they sit and soak for a while, they kind of stink. I think you guys know what I'm saying. So I need to get washing on those. And I'm definitely going to pick up an audiobook while I'm doing my morning stuff. I have an audiobook lined up for a different video that I'm filming. I am going to listen to that. I will give you guys some updates in here, but if you guys want my like in-depth thoughts, they'll be in that video. And if you guys are wondering what I use for my face, I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost with hyaluronic acid hydrating gel cleanser. Oh my god, I'm having a tough time saying that, but it's fragrance free. I use this one because I need something light on my face. I have eczema right here on my face, which reminds me I need to put on my medication for it, but I need something that is not fragrance heavy and very, very light, and that so far has worked for me. And this is obviously my prescription medication, which I have not even gone through it. For some odd reason, my pharmacy messed up and gave me 3 of these, and I haven't even gone through one. So yeah, and I've had this pretty much all year long, and there's that. But how have you guys been? Let me know in the comments. How have you guys been? Have you guys been struggling like I have with my mental health? Honestly, with like all the crazy changes that has been happening around me with my job and whatnot, it's been a bit because of how much my schedule has changed. It's just been affecting me. Also, this is the toner I use. Next, I am going to be using the salicylic acid serum 2% by Naturum. I got this to test it out. I don't know if it's good or not. I haven't been using it. Honestly, I'm not the biggest into skincare. I kind of just test it out on my skin to see if it works. And if it works, cool. If it doesn't, as long as it doesn't affect my face or give me any issues, I'll just use it until I run out because skincare is expensive. And afterwards, I just use my Laura Roche-Posay. Oh my god, I can never say this brand. I struggle, but I am using their lotion. This is good. I enjoy it. It doesn't have a lot of scent to it. Really like it. It works, but it is very, very thick in my opinion. It is super thick, but it is very moisturizing for sure. I forgot to put on my serum. I forgot about it. I usually put this after I put on my medication, but I forgot about it. Usually I put this one on. It is the Snail Mucin Power Essence, but it does hydrate my face quite a bit. It does make me feel like my skin is hydrated, but really that's all it does for me. And I think that is the intended purpose of it. So yeah, I saw a lot of good reviews for it, so I wanted to try it. So I tried it. Works out. It's very it's not like icky, but it stretches like it's icky, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I didn't even show you guys. This is my sunscreen. I ran out of sunscreen and this one was on sale, so I was like, oh, I'll get it. I absolutely hate the coconut smell. I am not the biggest fan of coconut, of anything. I think it's because it is the fact that I ate so much coconut as a child. Almost every single birthday we had like a coconut flavored theme cake. There are two different cakes that I had when I was younger. It was a coconut filled cake or ice cream cake. That is just ice cream cake, maybe vanilla mixed with like chocolate in between. Oh my god, I had so much cake when I was younger. And like almost every dessert in the Vietnamese culture is coconut, that I am traumatized. Not really traumatized, I really shouldn't say that, like, because that is a very harsh word, but I'm so sick of the smell of coconut, the taste of coconut. I think I got lotion on my shirt, but yeah, just in general. So like anytime I smell coconut, I just kind of get a little flashback from my childhood of how many coconut things I have eaten. So from then on, I just don't like coconut because of that reason. I can't stand it. I really can't. That is my morning routine for most days. I usually do that. Not much, nothing too crazy, nothing too serious. My morning routines are much lighter. I do have a more longer night routine because I double cleanse during my night routine, so I do have more products that I use at night. So yeah, my night routine also depends on if I'm wearing makeup that day or if I'm not, because if I am wearing makeup, then I do have a longer process. If I don't, then I don't have a longer process. It is still longer than my morning routine for sure, but it isn't too long. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else has different routines for, you know, different days, because I know there's some people that just have the same routine when they wear makeup and when they don't. I don't, because I don't want too much products on my face. So that's the reason why, since I have very sensitive skin, on top of that, because I have always grown up with eczema, so I'm very particular about how I want to do things with my skin. Because if you've never had eczema or really bad eczema, it is so painful, because chronic eczema always, for some odd reason, ends up in the worst places. It's always like near a joint where you're always moving your hands, and then it irritates it and it starts blistering and then growing bigger. I used to have it all right here on this little crevice of my elbow. Oh my god, or the back of my knee. It was the worst spots because those bend all the time, so it cracks the eczema. Anyways, I'm going on a rant about eczema that you guys probably don't care about. Also, I am the worst at taking care of my hair. I really should do better for sure. But honestly, most of the time, the reason why my hair is so long isn't because I want it to be long. Like, I do like long hair, don't get me wrong. I do like long hair because I don't look good in short hair. But the reason why my hair is so long is because I'm just too lazy to get it cut. Because getting a haircut is way too expensive. Also, I feel like this is deja vu for another video that I've done. I remember brushing my hair and talking to you guys about my hair. But anyways, I don't like getting haircuts because they're too expensive. The last time I got a haircut, I had to pay $120. It was $100 to get my hair washed, cut, and blowed, like a blowout, and then I tipped $20 because you just have to tip your hairstylist because they work hard on your hair. Anyways, so $120 for a haircut was a bit much for me. I know you can find cheaper places, or you could do it at home yourself, but I really don't want to be cutting my hair and looking like a hot mess since I do work in a corporate office space. You kind of need to look a little put together in a corporate office space, so I can't afford my hair to be looking like, you know, I hacked it. So there is that. So I do have to film some content because I have not been filming at all. So I need to film a few Instagram reels because I don't really do TikTok. I'm not the biggest fan of that platform, to be honest. And from what I see, there aren't a lot of good people on that platform either. Just saying. I'm not saying all TikTokers are bad people. I know there are good TikTokers out there. But just in general, that platform, I just can't get into it. But those who can, great. For me, Instagram Reels and YouTube is kind of my place. Maybe because I'm old and I don't really want another social media platform to have to learn and get used to. I'm going to stick to the ones that I know. Anyways, that is my morning. I am going to make some coffee, have some breakfast. I usually don't have breakfast, but for some odd reason, as of late, I am starting to want to have breakfast. Lately, I have just been gone and doing my stuff like how I normally would and go to work. And then by the time I get to work, I am starving and I am grumpy. So I think I'm going to try to wake up earlier in the morning, because usually I wake up around like 5:36 and get ready and head off. Before, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. because I would walk my dog. So I think I might try to get back to maybe waking up at 5:15 to give me a little extra time to make some breakfast to eat, so that way I'm not hungry. But then I'm worried, because then what if I eat breakfast that early? Then I'm gonna get hungry much sooner. That's my dilemma. I love food. I don't know if anybody else loves food, but I know if I eat early, I'm going to end up getting hungry earlier for lunch. And I am the most grumpiest person when I don't have my lunch. Breakfast, I'm not, because I have my coffee, which helps kind of sustain my hunger. But when it comes to the afternoon and I don't have my lunch, ooh, I am grumpy. I am the grumpiest person you will see. Like, hangry is me. You will see a picture of me in the dictionary if I don't get my food in the afternoon. So, yeah, anyways, I have rambled on quite a lot. I really should get ready and start my morning. I should turn off the light. Probably should do that. And whatnot. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I will probably plan out some of my video content, work a little bit on that, and then start doing my laundry, because I need to do my laundry. So I have work clothes for Monday, which next week is going to be another slow week for me, to be honest. I don't really have a lot going on because my schedule, as I told you, has changed. So there isn't a lot to do at my job at the current moment. Like, there's still a lot to do in the hours that I work, but trying to plan it out and spread it out through the week so that I have stuff to do throughout the week is a bit hard. So yeah. So I finished getting ready. I have my Pitbull t-shirt that I'm wearing that I got from when I went to the concert. But I wanted to also let you guys know there is something that I've also been doing as of late, and that has been tracking my time. And what I mean by that is I have been tracking the activities I do throughout my day. I saw an Instagrammer, his name is EV Coop, I think. I can't remember, but it'll be here. And I saw him post on his story that for a year he tracked his time and what he did. And I thought, why not do that? Because I'm really interested in seeing how my day is spent. So I tried using his format and I did not like it. So I created my own. So I have it right here. So here is how my Excel document looks. So I have a different template that I use as a test. And I started in the month of October because I was tracking it early in September to kind of test and see, and now this is my final results. So I have it color coordinated over here. I just type in the number. You guys can't really see it, but let me see if I can zoom in real quick. Let's do 200%. Okay. So you guys can probably see now I have numbers, and each of these numbers are correlated with a color. And here is the key to the color. I wanted to track my sleep, my morning and night routine, when I'm typically doing them, my hobbies, my housework, my exercise, how much I have been exercising, which is not a lot, as you can see. I barely have done some exercising. And why at a random 10:30, 11, and 11:30? I don't know. I just had the urge that day, I guess. And then I have partner time, friend time, family time. I understand my partner is my family, but I wanted to separate when I hang out with like my mom, my sister, my stepdad, and whatnot, as well as like my aunts, uncles. Like, I wanted to separate that because I want to see how much time I spent with my partner, because I also think it's important to
have some alone time with your significant other, and as well as friend time, because I want to see if I'm giving my friends also some attention as well, because sometimes I am really bad at communication. So yeah. And then I have my social media work. So when I spend time editing videos, planning videos, filming like this right here, I will put it as kind of how much I spend doing it. And then obviously my paid work. I also want to track my driving time, because I do think that I drive quite a lot. And to be honest, this might not be kind of a thing I track moving forward after a year of tracking it, because as I told you, my schedule has changed, so I don't really drive as late or a lot due to the fact that I'm not in traffic anymore. You could barely see my face. I'm pretty sure I'm like cut off. Anyway, and then I have my downtime. So how I track my downtime is like shower, eating, or just kind of like relaxing after work or after an activity, what I deem as downtime. So what you deem as downtime might not be the same for me. So yeah. And then I also want to track my appointments. So any appointments I have, just like hair, nail, doctors, medical stuff, i.e. things that I plan to do but doesn't fall in any of these categories, is going to be listed under appointments, because I don't know how else to track my appointments, because those aren't wasted time, those aren't downtimes, those aren't any of these things. So appointment times. And then wasted time. How I determine wasted time. Let me move my camera. Okay, how I determine my wasted time is if I have finished relaxing and having my downtime, and I know that I've like what's the word that I'm looking for? Once I've stressed myself from work, or like, what is that word? I said it yesterday and it was the perfect word and I can't think of it now. When I have, what is it? Decompress. There you go. Decompress from work, and I know that I've like fully decompressed. And if I continue to just lay there and still do nothing and just scroll on Instagram or scroll on YouTube, I will consider that wasted time, because I could be doing something else. I could be getting up and like cleaning my house or working on social media work, which I have been lacking. And I know I've been lacking because I have not done quite a lot of it. But yeah, so kind of things like that is what I considered as wasted time, and as well as playing on my phone. So if I'm playing games on my phone, for example, like the game apps and whatnot, if I'm playing for more than an hour, I will consider that wasted time and not hobby time, because I have certain video games that I play to relax myself. My phone games are usually just me being lazy and finding something to do and to be on my phone. That's why I consider that wasted time and not hobby time, because video games is part of my hobby and I'll count it as my hobby. But I know for a fact the games on my phone, it is just something that I do to pass time. So yeah, that's how I calculated my wasted time. Also, there is more to this Excel document. I'll show you. So as you can see, here are the things that I track, and I have a chart over here of when I do it at what time. So as you can see, majority of the time I am sleeping around here. Of course, there are a few where you can see that I am driving or I'm doing stuff. Why am I driving at like 12 in the morning? That was for the concert. I was coming home from a concert, because you know, concerts end late. So yeah, and these aren't for specific dates. These are just overall calculating the whole chart that is over here. So it's calculating every single one of these squares when I do them. But yeah, so that's how this chart is calculated. And then down here, it will calculate what category I do the most at that time. So which one of these categories I do the most. So you can see at 12, my main thing that I do is sleep. And then if you move over here, you can see my working hours is around from 8 to 12 is my main working hours. And then obviously you can see when I drive and whatnot. And then here around 3:30 p.m. I waste the most time. Don't know why. 3:30 is the time that I have a lot of wasted time. And then if you scroll over, this one calculates my average. So These you will have divided by 2 because I do it in 30-minute intervals and not hourly intervals. I like 30 minutes. I can't do hourly because I do multiple things in 30 minutes. I don't know why. It just is just how my brain works. And then obviously when and how many hours I spend on my hobby a week, not a lot, as you can see. So I need to spend more time on my hobbies. Let me get back over here. And then over here is my work, my housework. I don't do a lot of housework, so I really should get going on that. And then over here is my exercising. As you can see, I only do about an average of 30 minutes. Less than that probably per week because you have to divide it by 7 and whatnot. Well, this is by 2. Never mind. I don't know. Anyways, either way, that is my average. And then obviously my driving, as you can see. That sounds about right. I do drive about 4 to 3 hours every week if you spread it out. And then these also come to graphs. Yes, I have graphs as well. Like I said, I'm a bit extra for sure. For sure. And then I also have a chart of percentage. As you can see, a lot of it is sleep and work, as well as wasted time. So I need to get this lower and these more. So I have it also color coordinated to match the key as well, because I'm just insane. So that's what I have been doing, and honestly, it has been nice tracking my time and seeing what I do after work, and it is very visually eye-opening how much wasted time that I have done after work. So it has made me change quite a lot in the past few days, because majority of the time, because I started obviously the first week of October, and I saw so much yellow, and I want to change that. And so far for the past 3 days, I've only spent about an hour of wasted time, and a lot of my other stuff I have been doing quite a lot. I have been putting a lot of work in social media that I have been putting off doing, so I have been doing that, which has been really nice, and spending more time with my husband and doing my hobbies. I have been enjoying doing my hobbies again, and I count journaling as a hobby. I have been putting this on my schedule. I will be doing this every single day. I journal to my dad and my dog, kind of as a way to entice me to talk about my day and write about my day, to let it out, because sometimes you just need an outlook. And because my dad and my dog had passed, I thought this would be a great way to remember them by writing to them as kind of a journal entry type thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, but yeah, so that has been what I've been doing, and honestly, it has really changed my outlook of how I look of my week and how I've been feeling, because seeing that I'm actually using my time productively has also helped me and improve me mentally, because I realized that just laying and wasting my time was also affecting my mood. I can see whenever I'm wasting my time how I mentally have been feeling during that time, and it's never great, which is why I span and waste my time a lot. Of course, on the weekends I have the most wasted time because it's the weekend, it's my day off, and for some odd reason on the week of, or the day on Saturday, the 5th, I just had a lazy potato day, because from when I woke up to about 10 p.m. I did nothing but watched videos all day. So I was just literally rotting on the couch, just watching YouTube videos and a bunch of Asian dramas. So yeah, not even Asian dramas. I was watching like those TikTok, Instagram, really bad Chinese dramas. Those are my guilty pleasures. I love watching them because they are so bad that it's so funny. I love cringy type shit. I think I've mentioned this before. I love cringy type shit. So my husband also recently got me a walking pad. So that is super exciting. So I can actually exercise while watching some YouTube to multitask, so I'm not wasting my time and just sitting and watching YouTube or laying and watching YouTube. I can actually be working out and using my walking pad, and I'm super excited. I was investing in a walking pad. I was saving up for it, but my husband got it for me, so bless him, love him. He is the best. So I'm super, super excited. It should arrive next week on Wednesday, so that will definitely help improve on my exercising portion of the tracker, because I probably will be working out quite a lot. I think I'm going to, because I probably am going to like do editing work and reading and doing all that stuff while I'm on my walking pad. So I will have to see how I want to calculate that. I think I might put it in more of my exercising, because I'm physically doing that, and my social media work and all that stuff I can track at other times when I'm like sitting down, but I want to track my workouts more. So I think I'm going to prioritize that over if I am like doing my social media work or reading and whatnot, so I won't be tracking as a hobby. Because I don't know how to do split color and track it like that. Maybe I could do it every other, I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, I do track it in 30-minute intervals because it just makes more sense to me. And honestly, sometimes if I do kind of do multiple activities during that 30-minute window, I pick the one that I want to track the most or that I spent the most time doing. So like for example, if I'm doing social media work, right, and I spent 15 minutes updating the vlog, or maybe like 16-20 minutes updating the vlog, and then I go and I crochet or I watch a quick video, I will track the social media work because I spent most of the 30-minute interval doing that instead of watching a video, if you get what I'm saying. I know this update has been quite long because even my first update, my morning routine was quite long, so this may be a bit longer of a day vlog than intended, but we will see. Out of its clip, so it's a little bit of a mess, but breakfast was great. Oh, it's 90. It did really feel hot. Anyways, we ended up sitting outside because it was so busy. This breakfast brunch place is very popular. We were literally 23rd in line, but the wait wasn't too bad. It really was a 30-minute wait because the hostess was like, it's gonna be a 30 to 45-minute wait. It really was. Like, it was pretty nice and accurate, and the food is fantastic. My husband went the other day with his coworker, and since then I have been craving their fried rice. I love their fried rice. I don't know what it is, but it is so good. I love the pineapple, I love the spicy, I love the eggs. It just overall works so well together. And I'm not the biggest fan of kimchi, and it had kimchi in it, but it was so good and I enjoyed every bit of it. So that was fantastic. We are now going to head to the grocery store to pick up some lime and a few other things, and as well as get boba, because my husband and I love boba. And this is kind of our little mini brunch date together. And then once we get home, he's gonna sleep.
I haven't slept since 3 yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, like I said, my husband works the night shift, so he's a bit tired. But I'm gonna take you guys with me. Hope you guys are enjoying this kind of day in my life type videos, because I enjoy them and I like to do them. Of course, there's like no reading done. I did pick up a Kindle Read, this one, on a whim. I don't know anything about it because I'm also participating in kind of an October readathon. Like, I'm low-key participating, but I'm like not really participating. I'm just kind of reading the prompts as I can if I want to. And one of the prompts is to go in blind. So this is the book because I was waiting outside while my husband was taking a phone call. So I picked this one up. So we will see how I feel about this. But yeah, we just got out of the boba shop. We got boba. There's my husband over there. And funny enough, the boba shop owner, we actually are friends with him because we go quite often. He remembers our name. And turns out his wife actually works near my husband, and she works together with another coworker that my husband knows. So kind of funny, interesting. Small world, small world. And they work in like completely different cities, so you wouldn't expect them to know each other. Also, this boba is so good. It is so good today. And we got one for free. So even better. Free always makes things taste so much better. And they're also having a K-pop event. I don't know for what group. I don't really follow K-pop. It's a group my sister I don't think is the biggest fan of, at least I don't think. Oh hush it, we haven't been driving off. I'll put on my seatbelt a bit, but yeah, so I'm not gonna stay for the K-pop event. They're still setting up, so I don't think they're ready yet, but yeah. We are now heading home, and we're gonna relax for a bit, and probably potentially I might take a nap because I actually woke up way too early today. I forgot to turn off my alarm, so I went off at 5, and I did not go to bed until pretty late last night, so I think I might take a quick nap. I did edit half of my other video that I'm working on. I did finish one, got the thumbnail, so my morning has been pretty productive today, so that is pretty good. That is pretty good. So I was actually already filming an update clip using my camera and its mic. I know the mic is a little large, please don't judge it, to test out how the mic works and everything, but my camera ended up dying on me. So testing the mic will have to come a different day. I'm trying to figure out how to use the camera and everything along with all the accessories. So I wanted to try it out for this vlog, but clearly it was not in the cards. But I'm also here to give you guys an update as well because my headphones too wanted to die on me, so I need to charge that. Guess all my technology just wanted to, die. Hopefully my phone won't, because that's what I'm using to film right now. I don't think it will because I charged it when I took a nap. Fingers crossed it doesn't die on me. But I wanted to give you guys an update. Of course, you guys are probably wondering what audiobook I was listening to. I am listening to The Wrath of the Triple Goddess. This is the second book to the Senior Year Adventure series, which is a spin-off series to the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I believe. On Goodreads, it shows that it's the 7th book, but on the book in of itself, it's showing it's the 2nd. So I'm just assuming it's a spin-off continuation series to the Percy Jackson. But thoughts so far on this, I'm enjoying it. I like the writing. I like Percy. If you want more in-depth thoughts of how I feel about it, I am filming a whole separate vlog that is going to go up before this one. So I'll link in the cards for you guys to check it out so you can hear my thoughts and opinions on the first and this one in that vlog. So I thought it'd be a good time to take a break and as well as carve out some time to sit down and fill out my reading journal and as well as daily journal. I like to daily journal, so carving out the time to do that is pretty nice, and it has actually been helping me as well with my mental health. As I've mentioned earlier in the vlog, I have been trying to set a night routine and morning routine, and journaling is part of that. I like to journal in the morning, so I plan out my day and as well as journal how I felt when I woke up that morning, just kind of like my mood and what mental state I was in, which has been very helpful because I've noticed it has been improving my mental health. And then journaling my day and just how it went and just my thoughts has also been helpful because then I'm not kind of penting up all the things that I was feeling that day. Let's say like I was having a rough day, I let it all out in my little daily journal notebook, and it helps me kind of just unleash all that thoughts and all that stress into the pages, and then when I go to bed I'm not so pent up. It has been very, very helpful. Who knew creating a daily routine would help? Every expert out there that has been saying it. But that is my update so far. I wanted to film Instagram Reels as well, but I don't think that's going to happen because I forgot fall is finally actually happening in my state, because for the past few weeks the sun has been rising at freaking 5 in the morning and setting at around 8 o'clock. Now it's actually, the sun is rising later and the sun is setting earlier. So I did not anticipate that because I totally forgot, since I was so used to the sun setting at 8, that now that the sun is setting, I don't have a lot of sunlight to film my reels, which I was hoping to include in this vlog to kind of show you guys the behind the scenes of how I do it. But that is not going to be included in this, unfortunately. And I'm kind of sad because I wanted to film, like, obviously a day in my life of what I do, as well as kind of show you guys a little bit of how I do my content creating. But alas, I did not anticipate the sun setting so soon because I forgot. So that might not be added. I do have a few more laundry I need to do. I have to do one more load, and as well as hang dry my hand washing clothes that or not clothes, skincare accessory, because I have the headband and the wrist thing that I use. So I needed to wash those. I need to hang dry those. So that is something I need to do. And then again, sit down and journal, as well as eat for a bit. So I need to go do that. Guys, I'm so excited. I thought my treadmill was not going to come in until Wednesday of next week, but it came in, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It actually came in around 3 o'clock. I mean, I woke up around, like, oh my fuck, I almost dropped this. I woke up around 3:30-ish, close to 4, so I could have gotten it sooner, but I didn't realize he delivered it. I didn't check my Ring doorbell notification, so that's on me. But now I have it, and I'm so excited. My husband's gonna open it up for me because, yeah, your girl's weak. Anyway, I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to test it out tomorrow. I'm not going to test it out right now because it's nearly almost 8 o'clock. So I'm not going to, bother my poor neighbors downstairs. There's that. But I'm super excited. Okay, so before I forget to do my nightly skincare routine, I'm going to do it now. You guys are propped up on a very precarious ledger, so this is going to be the angle we're at, and I'm not going to touch it because if not, I will not be able to get my phone to stay the way it is. So we're going to keep it that way. Anyways, so I'm going to show you guys my nightly skin routine. I typically will do a double cleanse, but today I didn't put on as much sunscreen as I typically do during the week, since I didn't go out and about as much today. I only went out for a couple hours with my husband, so I didn't put on as much sunscreen. So I'm only going to do one cleanse today, and the cleanser that I use to wash my face is the Soap & Glory Peach and Clean Deep Cleansing Milk. So this is the one that I use. Typically, if I were to do it on a normal day where I do wear a lot of sunscreen, I will use my micellar water to get rid of a lot of the sunscreen first before I use before I use this cleanser. If I am wearing makeup, I use a cleansing balm first because it helps get rid of the makeup. It melts it all off. I use the Neutrogena cleansing balm. This one works wonders, and it is the cheapest cleansing balm, and I have been searching for this for forever. Every other cleansing balm that I have seen cost a fortune, and finally I found the cleansing balm. I was planning on ordering it online, but then I saw that my local Kroger's had it, so I decided to get it, which is very nice. But if I were to wear makeup, this is what I'll use. But if it was just a heavy sunscreen day, micellar water. I sometimes, typically, after I do all of the double cleanse, I will use the micellar water to get rid of any other extra residue that both my cleansing balm and milk doesn't get off. That's usually what I do. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on wetting my face so I can start cleansing. So you guys are a little bit lower than I normally have you guys. Because like I said, I didn't feel like grabbing my tripod, so you guys are on a very precarious ledge, so I have to be very careful. But I do like this cleansing milk. It doesn't really work wonders, but it's really nice. It's very soothing. It does help get rid of the makeup, but not as good as it should, to be honest. I think I might switch to a different cleanser if I were to wear more makeup in the future. I don't wear a lot of foundation. It's mainly mascara and eyeshadow that I need to get off. It doesn't help get it off. The cleansing balm does a really good job getting a good chunk of it off. But when you have waterproof mascara, it's like on there. So it takes a bit for it to get off. That's why I have to use the micellar water to get the rest of it off, just to be sure, because I get a ton of residue. I typically have my little headband on, but like I said, I just hand wash them. So they're currently hang drying right now, so they're wet, and I really don't want to use it while they're wet. So my sink area is going to be a lot more messier than typically because I have a lot more water everywhere since I don't have my self-care face wash accessory that I normally wear whenever I do my skincare. So I do have an extra cloth right here to wipe it down. I try to use cloth or a old t-shirt to dry my face because it's much nicer and softer for my skin. Time to put on my medication. So I let the medication sit for a bit before I put my toner on. I'm using the same toner that I used this morning. I don't really use many different products that I do from the morning to night because skincare is expensive and I don't need to have that much skincare at the current moment because what I have right now works. So why change it up, in my opinion? Which I feel like my face has been softer. I know I still have some blemishes, but hey, that's life. I also don't drink enough water, which is probably why I break out so much. I drink a lot of soda, which also causes a lot of breakouts. And then next, I use the same salicylic acid that I used this morning. It says to use it at least 2 to 3 times a day. So I use it morning and then I use it at night. So yeah, I mean, I bought it, might as well use it. And like I said, it doesn't really have an issue on my face. So it works and it has helped. So why not? So I wait for this to kind of dry before I put on the next product, which since I am getting older, it's important to have. And that is the Retinol Complex Serum. I also got it from the Natrum brand, just to try it out. I know you're supposed to start off small, so you don't want to put too much. I am used to the retinol, so I'm able to put a little bit more than normal. Before, when I first started, I only used 1 pump. Now I use about 2 to 3 to cover my face. It does still sting here and there from time to time, but it is all good. It doesn't hurt. It just is like a light sting at the beginning, and then it just goes away. So I also sometimes put it down on my neck so that it helps. And sometimes I put on my lotion right away after it if it is stinging a little bit more than usual, but today it's not. I use a moisture barrier lotion. This one helps keep my moisture in, which is really nice. It smells also pretty good. I don't really use it quite often. I got it because my face was super dry at one point, so it has helped a bit. Now I'm also putting a second set of lotion because it is important to keep my face moisturized at night. I don't know what it is, but it's very dry. I think it's because we have a humidifier in the room where, not humidifier, a purifier in our bedroom. So I think it dries out my face a little bit more, which is why I have to put on more moisturizer. But I'm using the Neutrogena, oh my god. Neutrogena, okay. You guys know what I'm trying to say, but I'm using the Hydro Boost water cream. I used to use the water gel, but it was getting a little expensive, and Costco had these ones in a double pack, so I decided to go with these to get them. But I use this little face spatula thing to scoop it out because I heard you don't want to use your hands, it contaminates it. So I scoop out just a bit size because I also put it down on my neck as well, and then I put it on my hands. I do wash this little spatula thing afterwards because yeah, but I put it on my face, down on my neck like I normally do to help keep the moisture. And that is pretty much my nightly skincare. I should probably change in my pajamas soon because I'm still wearing jeans, as you guys can see in the body mirror. Luckily, I was about to take off my pants. I'm glad I didn't because that would have been really awkward for you guys to see me in my underpants. Not safe for YouTube. Not safe for work. But that is my nighttime skin routine. Very simple, very quick, not too long. It is a lot longer because I'm filming it and showing you guys, but that's pretty much my skincare routine. It's super simple. Try not to make your skincare routine so complicated when you first start off because then you won't want to do it. Start off very simple. From my own experience, when I have too much, I get overwhelmed and I don't want to do it. But now that I slowly add on to it, it is much simpler. So I just start off with one cleanser, one lotion. I start off with that, and obviously sunscreen, that's important. Add that because sun damage is a thing. Those are the 3 things I think most people should start off with in the morning, and then at night, just a cleanser and a lotion should be good for when you're starting off. 2 simple items is super easy, and then slowly start adding things to your routine that you may potentially need, because not everyone needs a serum, not everyone needs other things, because everybody's skin is different. So that is my advice for you guys. Not that you guys need it, because there are ton more skincare influencers that are more knowledgeable about this, but that's just my tip from someone who's just a casual skincare person, not someone who's like really into it. So I wanted to just give that advice for people who are similar to me and starting off and is kind of intimidated by it. That's just my advice. That's all. So
then after my skincare, I spent the rest of the night hanging out with my husband while watching him play Silent Hill, and that is exactly what I did for the rest of the night. And with that, I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, and if you enjoy my content and want to see more from me, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.